As soon as that happened, I'm like, oh, I'm losing it.
I was sobbing my eyes out and I had to leave my house.
If we're fighting about something, I'm gonna need to win.
I kid you not. I think this was the most traumatic fight I've had.
I'm like mad too. I'm mad.
Me.
Dude.
Welcome to our very first episode of our Ha Ha podcast. Evelyn just danced to every beat of my hand.
I'm so excited, guys. This is our first episode. I can't believe this is coming to life because we have been talking about this for years and months and decades and many.
Emily has been living for only one decade.
You know what I mean, though. Like, we've been talking about it forever.
It's been in the works forever, and it is finally coming to life, and in a very cool way. You guys were also a part of this entire process with the editing. If you didn't know, we announced that you guys can make our teasers and intros, and damn, we got hundreds of applicants. Sick. We're super excited to enroll a new intro, right?
Yeah.
Every week.
Whoever made this first intro, congratulations to you.
I don't think we chose one
as of right now, like while we're recording, but when you guys are watching this, like, congratulations, because you guys killed it with the edits, and it honestly, like, low-key made me tear up with how much you guys, like, put in so much effort, and we just feel like family now. It's like, wow, I love you guys so much.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so excited. We love yapping. The reason we really wanted to start a podcast was because you guys come onto our YouTube channel and watch us be stupid, and you guys giggle with us, and we travel together, yada, 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 yada. But guess what? I feel like you guys don't know us in, like, a deeper personal level. So here, we're ready to give you guys some advice. Big sister,
Share
little
some
sister
stories.
advice.
Not even just advice, but just stories, and we can just talk to each other and
Talk
update
about anything
on our life. Like,
There's no
literally
rules
anything.
here.
We're here to just talk for an hour straight with you guys.
What is even cooler is that, as you guys know, all of us are in different stages of our lives. Emily is in high school. I'm in college, just entered 20. I'm just turned 21. She's still buying alcohol.
I can't believe you're 21.
And then Evelyn could literally get married in the next year if she really wanted to.
Yeah, I could be a mom right now.
Yeah.
If she
That is
wanted
insane.
to, yeah.
I'm an adult. But anyways, for those that don't fully know us, I guess we can start off by introducing ourselves. We are the Ha sisters because our last name is Ha.
Yeah.
And I am the eldest sibling, the first number one uno sibling. I'm 26 years old.
Why do you sound so sad? I'm the eldest and I'm 26 years old.
No, I was just realizing, like, I'm almost hitting 30. I'm
30.
hitting
I'm turning turd. I'm turning into a turd.
Today, Evelyn couldn't figure out the word shimmering. She was like, whoa, it's shivering.
All right. Anyways, what was I going to say?
You're introducing yourself.
And then you called yourself a turd.
I said I'm almost hitting 30. My bad.
Cool. All right, you can take a rest on talking. How about that? I'm Erica, and I am 21 as of literally like 5 days ago. And I am the middle child.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm the youngest. I'm 16, but I am turning 17 in 2 months, and I get my license in 2 months.
Fun fact, I don't have a license.
She's never had a license.
I don't know how to drive. And that's okay. We live in New York City. Erica and I are based in New York City. Emily is currently living with our parents in New Jersey, but I consider us like the city girls because
I'm here every other day.
Yeah, we spend a lot of our time in New York, and we love New York. New York is like home to me. So hence the reason why our teaser is like Gossip Girl / Sex in the City vibes. Every time we visit anywhere that's suburban, we're all like, we all don't know what to do. We can't function.
Although we grew up in a suburban area.
I feel like New Jersey's not that suburban though. At least the town that we're from, it's like
I mean, it's pretty packed, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and it's also so close to New York. And I also, during high school, like my friends and I would go out to the city and hang out. Do you guys like our podcast studio decor? Right behind me is my childhood picture.
Oh, look at our faces, y'all.
That was me when I came home and I made a school project. I was so proud of it.
My friend was literally like, I can't believe you guys all have a picture that's like so memey and around like the same age. I mean, not around the same age, but just baby pictures of us just looking so memey.
Yeah, and also the face expression kind of expresses who we are as a person. Like me looking clueless, me 99% of the time.
Me, bruh. I'm like
Erica
actually
just-
like dumbfounded by
I
my
was
sisters.
like, what the hell?
What the helly?
And then I'm just like sassy.
And Emily's just, yeah, she's
I'm just
sassy.
like, yeah, I'm the it girl.
Yeah, I made this watermelon.
Yeah,
Mom,
yeah,
take a
what are you gonna
picture.
do?
Mom, take a picture
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, you see these seeds? I cut these out. Yeah. But what can you guys expect from this freaking podcast, y'all? Y'all are sitting down. What can we talk about? What can we provide for you?
Wait, before we move on to that.
Here's our sponsor of the day.
Wait,
just kidding.
Wait, no.
No sponsor.
Our podcast is called the Podcast, and I think it's really cute to start off the podcast with every episode with a joke of a day.
I have
we could get a
one.
little good
So
laugh
who
in.
wants to do the joke? Let's do rock paper scissors, or do you think your joke is like really good? Because I have a joke that's like really good.
Oh my god, sorry.
What is your joke? I swear to God, if it's not as
Okay.
funny as mine.
Are you guys ready? Okay. Why do melons have weddings?
They don't.
Why do melons have weddings?
They don't, because they're fruits.
Because no. You took that a little too freaking literally. Because they are ripe.
Because they can't elope.
Ah.
Cantaloupe.
Huh.
Can't elope.
Okay, Evelyn, tell yours.
Yours better be good because you're like hyping it. She was giggling. She was like hee 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 like that.
Yeah, she was cracking up at her own jokes.
Wait, ready?
It's gonna be hella mom dad joke.
She's looking through the jokes right now. She doesn't even have one.
Like
No, wait.
don't use chat. Uses chat.
No, I'm not using chat for this.
Oh.
What kind of cheese doesn't belong to you?
Bologna.
Nacho cheese.
Ah. Okay, let me
What?
say my joke. Why is Peter Pan always flying?
Why?
Because he never lands.
Oh, like Neverland.
Oh. All right, comment down which joke was
The best. Because it's our first podcast, first episode, we are actually going to dive in and talk a little bit about our sisterhood because you guys know us of being goofy and stuff, but do y'all know? Do y'all
real
really
us.
know about our true dynamic, okay? So we're going to talk about sisterhood, family, and
how we started.
and how you guys changed our lives. Yeah. We're just going to cry with you guys. No, just kidding.
Okay, well, I guess I should say that me and Erica have a 4-year age gap. Me and Evelyn have a 9-year age gap. And then Eric and Evelyn have a 5-year age gap. So growing up, it was definitely interesting.
We all had such different experiences growing up, even if we were under the same household. It's actually insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
We legit all had
I was
such
still,
a different
I was still getting my diapers changed. And Evelyn was entering, like, what, middle school?
middle school.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene for you guys, okay? I actually found on my phone recently like a camcorder video of me trying to learn Korean in Korean, like speaking
Really?
Korean, and I was like, 오늘은
Oh, I know which one you're talking
I was like, today the weather is.
Wait, you're speaking it in English?
No, I was speaking Korean. It was
wait,
for my
I know
Korean
exactly
class.
what video you're talking
And-
about.
And Emily's in the back crying, right? And I look at the date, and it was 2009. So it was
Emily
when
was
Emily was
9.
8 years old.
1 year
I mean, 1 year
bro.
old.
1 year old.
So I was learning Korean verbally when Emily was 1 year old.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
And Evelyn was probably way older than me.
Yeah, so I'm the firstborn, and my family immigrated to America when I was 6 years old. And I came to America not knowing a single English. Like,
Not a single English. Bro, that's not how you say it. Not knowing any English, not knowing single English.
All right, I didn't know any English, all right, and I still don't know how to speak English clearly. So don't judge me. My first language is Korean.
Evelyn still till this day says that her first language is not English. Wait,
it's hard being
bro.
bilingual.
You're a U.S. citizen now. Like,
bro, you don't even have dual citizenship.
Whatever.
Quit it.
I want to go back to Korea and get my citizenship just so that I could be dual. But yeah, I didn't speak any English when I first moved here. And I remember going to school the first day of school. And you know that feeling when your parents drop you off and you just don't want to go there?
My mom did that to me once in my first grade class. I walked into the wrong class. It was really embarrassing.
Like, first day of school, like, actually scares the living crap out of me because I think I have PTSD from that one specific memory of me getting dropped off in school. And everyone else is speaking in English. And me, as a Korean girl, I'm like,
안녕하세요.
oh, hello.
안녕하세요.
Like, I couldn't speak English. So I was like quite literally lost. And my mom's like, you'll figure it out.
I wish you took a video of you leaving. Like, what?
I wish I had videos of me.
Yeah, documentation of you being only fluent in Korean.
I know.
We do, but we
And
just
right
can't
now,
access it.
I have like an American accent. I don't have an Asian accent, but I just really am curious if I was younger, when I was younger, if I had like an Asian accent.
Well, you
Like,
definitely did.
if I was
feel like
speaking
it was
hello.
very like silent.
Yeah, I was the quiet kid in class. I never talked. I didn't raise my hand. Like, I was so scared of getting picked on in class because I didn't want to speak at all. Like, I was so scared. Like, my memories of me in elementary school / middle school, like, I was afraid of
But you know what's
classes.
funny? I feel like you assimilated to like American culture really fast. Like, by middle school, you had like a lot of white friends.
Because there were only white people there. There was like not that many Korean or Asian.
But yeah, I feel like
people.
you like assimilated well.
Yeah,
like,
I
you turned like American real quick.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think the first year was really hard and I barely remember it. And then after that, it was like I was like, am I Korean? Just kidding.
I remember we used to live in an apartment when Emily was like super young. So it was just like basically a family of 4, and we used to live in an apartment. And I remember Evelyn would bring her like white friends over sometimes, like near our neighborhood.
Oh, yeah?
I remember this one girl named Emily.
Was she
She like
ginger?
loved me.
Really?
Yeah, I remember her friends used to like freaking love me.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
all
your
my
friend
friends
Emily?
loved you, yeah.
And I was just like, damn.
Oh, yeah. All my
They do
friends
be
were
cool.
obsessed with you.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That was
Why?
all until that one was born.
And
then-
she stole the spotlight.
Yeah, I swear though, like ever since Emily was born, like all of Evelyn's friends and boyfriends like overlooked me. Like, right? Like the only times like your friends thought I was cute was when Emily wasn't born. Like, I strictly remember this Emily girl thinking I was so freaking cute.
It's like one day she comes over and Evelyn's like, Erica's waiting by the front door smiling. And then
I'm like,
Emily just walks straight past her.
and they run past me and I'm like, boy, what the hell? That was my villain arc.
Wait, Emily definitely liked me better because I also was her name twin.
I don't know, man, but
I don't know.
Was she ginger?
No, she was
one
blonde.
of them was Ginger.
I remember
her
Ginger
Ginger
one.
friend.
Oh, yeah, I do remember her.
I remember, I don't even know how I remember this, but I remember
But
pictures
Emily was
too.
so pretty.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Thanks.
I was like, she was like, not you,
The
stupid
fudge.
bitch. I'm kidding.
Damn. God damn, bro.
Shots
you do?
fired.
But,
Anyways,
yeah, that was an interesting memory.
that was an interesting era. Emily and I were talking about how we both had such different experiences from our parents. Like, Emily went to Memorial Day weekend and
we went down the shore with all my friends, like 6 of us.
it was all girls at an Airbnb. They all got it. I was there to babysit them. But I was just sitting there and thinking like, damn, like I never experienced any of this. And like my dad and my mom at that time would never I was banned from having sleepovers. I had to come home every night at like 7 p.m. latest, even when I was in your age, like even
That's
junior year.
crazy. You never listened though, did you?
She didn't.
No,
That's
no.
why you got in so when you were like
junior, senior year, you didn't listen.
Yeah, no, from junior year, because freshman and sophomore, they banned me from doing anything. Like, I was literally locked at home and like I was not able to do anything. And then starting junior year, I started to rebel. I'm like, this is so BS. I need to have my freedom. And then I started like going out. But then my dad and my mom would like literally freak out so much over for being late by 10 minutes and it was like 8 p.m. Like, bro, like literally let me live, let me breathe.
That's crazy.
But now with Emily and Erica, like they don't care at all. Like, you guys would come home at 11 and I would look at that and I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Or
because
you guys
like
would have sleepovers and I'm like, like, Mom, Dad, like you guys are not gonna freak out.
That's so crazy.
And that's why I had like that rebellious stage. But like in reality, I was literally just being a kid and like hanging out with my friends. But my parents were like freaking the fuck out. Thanks to me, you guys are able to have that freedom because I like literally paved the path of freedom, I guess. I don't know.
That's crazy because I would have like sleepovers in like 3rd grade with all my friends.
I know. You guys, I literally, I was like, what the fuck?
Beep, beep, beep. That's what you would get.
So
When I was younger, obviously my frontal lobe hasn't developed, and it still hasn't developed. But when I was younger, I would always hear her getting in trouble, and I was like, "What the hell is she doing for her to be yelled at so much?"
Yeah, I'm like looking back at it. It's not because I was like a horrible child. It was literally because they were so strict. As an Asian parent, obviously, like because they're
now
immigrated.
They're white parents because they're not strict at all.
Yeah, they're not strict at all now. But when they first came here, there were immigrants and also there were Asian parents are also like strict on another level. Yeah, the culture is so much different. And they'll hear stories about my cousin in Korea like studying till 10 p.m. at Hagwon or whatever.
Yeah, like my mom will be like calling my aunt, and my aunt's like, "Yeah, like my kid's been at the library for like 12 hours today," and I'm just like, can you please stop? Stop bragging.
And my mom would like compare like Korean kids' situation to me in America, and I'm like, Mom, like no one does that.
Our library doesn't even open for 12 hours. It closes at like 8 p.m., bro. What do you want me to do?
So I was living the Korean standard for so long until I rebelled, and then that's when I was like, you guys.
Damn.
I was like, you, I'm coming home at 10, not 9.
That was really aggressive.
You know that TikTok idea? It's like,
it's like middle fingers to my haters. All you is just fuck off.
I'm gonna send that video to Mom tonight.
She's gonna be like,
lol. I mean, Emily has the most freedom though.
Yeah, Emily.
Like even with me, like my mom had some sort of like restrictions until I kind of entered high school. She didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like I literally don't ever remember my mom and dad being like, no.
That is insane.
Obviously my mom says no, but I genuinely just don't remember my dad being like no, and like being as strict as he was to you. And I think it's because I'm the youngest.
Do you ever have
so crazy.
Do you ever like were you ever scared of asking mom to go hang out with your friends?
I was.
I'd be like, frick, like I need to come up with like a good story on why I have to go out and why it's so beneficial for me to go out. And I'll be like, oh, like it's this person's birthday, and then like she's gonna give me homework. So I have to go out.
I was only scared to ask for rides.
Oh yeah, rides.
But other than that, like I wasn't ever scared because I knew my mom wouldn't want to drive me around.
For me, the safe hours of me hanging out with my friends is like literally right after school for an hour. Like go to my friend's house, a little quick chat for an hour, and then I go back home. And then like if they wanted to get dinner, let's say at 6 p.m. Oh my God. Like I had to
God
my brain.
forbid a girl wants dinner with her friends.
Yeah, God forbid. Like I legit had to like come up with a whole storyline of like why I need to get dinner with my friends. And like I have to propose it to my mom, and then my mom has to like tell my dad about it and then get approval. Like a holy freaking shimmels.
Dude, what?
That's crazy how mom went from 100 to 0.
I know, she was so strict. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't remember mom being that strict.
No, she was so strict. And then she'd be like, but you have to practice your oboe too. Like, did you get in 4 hours of practice?
I literally can't even imagine my mom being like that right now.
I remember my mom screaming at Evelyn to practice though.
Yeah.
She was like, you need to freaking practice. You want to get up there and not know what the notes.
I think my childhood was like actually traumatizing. Like I had to practice like at least 3 to 4 hours every single day after school. And and before I did oboe, I I did piano, and my teacher used to beat me up.
Evelyn would. Oh my god! One time,
and my oboe teacher too. I got beat up by both teachers.
You can't even be talking because my mom was like, "Oh, Emily, you should learn how to learn how to do the piano." So, Evelyn, teacher, you would abuse my little tiny fingers.
That's what my teacher did.
I'm like 6 years old and I play the wrong note, and Evelyn's like, "It's this one, you stupid little rat."
No way.
Breaks my finger, and I'm just like,
I
no
never broke
way.
your finger.
and I'm
that's
like
what my
4
piano.
years old.
That's what my piano teacher did. She would get like a ruler, and then if I play the wrong note, she'll like it hit my finger.
That ain't
That is
normal.
the most Korean freaking thing ever.
Yeah, and then one time my mom was like complaining to my teacher, my piano teacher. She was like, "Oh yeah, she like didn't really practice this week." And then at the start of the lesson, she like made me stand up by the window, like face the wall, and then she like beat my leg with the ruler. And then
This
she's
would
like,
not pass nowadays.
yeah, I know. And then the crazy thing is like my teacher was like, "Yeah, I like have permission to do this from your mom." Nowadays, this would be
Not
like she would
okay.
go to jail.
Yeah.
She
for
would go to
abuse.
jail.
But
Yeah.
guys, this is unfortunately like such a Korean thing.
Yeah.
It's like half
Not even just
shocking to
Korean,
me
it's just
because,
Asian
like,
culture.
yeah, I mean, this is half shocking because like it doesn't happen to us anymore, but like
It's not
this
that
happens to so many
shocking.
Asian kids.
Yeah.
It's like a norm thing.
It's the norm. Yeah. When that was happening, I didn't even think it was abusive. I was just like,
I need to.
damn, I'll practice
Yeah,
more,
I remember
guess.
like my parents were like, "If you keep going out, I'm throwing your oboe away." Like they were acting as if her oboe was like,
Cherish gold.
yeah.
I'm like, do
Please
it.
do.
Please
Evelyn
do.
was like, "Do it." You know what? I'm leaving. Bye.
But I remember Evelyn would have to like hide her oboe sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
She would make Erica hide her oboe in the closet.
Because my parents would like threaten me to like
Throw it away.
throw it away. I don't know. I somehow got brainwashed that it was like my life.
When did you
Because it
first
low-key
get?
was.
When did you first get an iPhone?
I think high school, sophomore year.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you
and then
serious?
Until then, I had a BlackBerry.
No. Oh my god, the flip phone.
Yeah.
I had a
not the flip
tablet
phone.
for the longest time.
No way.
Do you guys remember
Yes,
my black
the black
tablet?
one. Yes.
I ran through those at least like 4 of them. Because
Yes.
mom wouldn't let me get a phone until
Until when?
I don't remember.
I couldn't get a phone until freshman year of high school.
But I think like
I got
When did you get your first phone?
6th grade.
Oh my
wait,
god.
when did I get a phone?
That is actually unfair.
I think
I would
you
have
got yours
reborn
around-
as
No, I
The
think
third
Erica,
child.
you also got your 6th, 7th grade because I remember you would make like musicals in middle school.
touchscreens did exist, but my mom was like, "No, it's like too distracting, so you need to get it like a flip phone." So I had a flip phone, and I remember texting my friends. I would like press the same button like 5 times to get like one letter in.
Damn!
I
You
know.
old.
That's a little like dynamic thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
you can see the difference of our
Yeah. But
differences.
then I feel like as a middle child, I feel like we talked about this before too. It's like because Evelyn was in her prime stages and Evelyn was the first kid to reach every milestone, like high school, college, and then like focusing on what after college. My mom paid attention a lot to Evelyn, and then she would pay so much more attention to Emily because she was the baby.
right.
And then I'd just sit there.
She just didn't give a fuck about you.
But not even in like a dramatic, like depressing way.
You're like a pick me. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, like
she
my mom didn't care about me. And now I'm emo. No, not like that.
My mom didn't care about me. Wait, what is like a dramatic twist? It's like my mom never paid attention to me. So now, and then you say something really dramatic. It's like, so now I own 12 cats or something like that.
So now I decided to go bald. No, but low-key my life was so light. Like, I swear growing up, I never categorized myself as a middle child because low-key I loved being middle child because mom didn't give a f*** about me. I was like low-key living like, also I was like obviously independent and knew not to do certain things and stuff.
Yeah. You avoided a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Mom didn't really notice a lot of things.
Yeah. And she kind of trusted me. Like, for example, my mom doesn't even remember how I got my license. We were talking about it with my mom, and my mom was like, yeah, I'm so scared of Emily getting her license. Like, I don't know how I can trust her with the car. And then we were like, how did you trust me? And then my mom was like, honestly, I don't even remember you doing your 6-hour driving, you getting your license, you doing anything. And I'm like, Yeah, because I did it myself.
I remember Erica getting her license and her
then-
driving around.
Yeah, she didn't even notice I was illegally driving in the streets with my permit alone.
Oh my god.
Because you're not supposed to drive alone when you have your permit, but boy, was I driving that car everywhere with my permit without an adult in the car.
Yeah, as soon as Erica got her permit, she drove our dad's car and crashed it.
Yeah. But with Emily, she's like such hawk's eye with the driving. Same with Evelyn. That's why she couldn't ever get a license.
Oh, yeah.
But then for me, she's like, I remember I asked her, I was like, oh, can I have money for my 6-hour driving? And she's like, yeah. Boy, did she even know what that was?
I think it's because you were nonchalant with it. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna do my 6-hour
Yeah.
drive by.
I made it a really big deal. That's why.
Yeah. I also probably kind of made it a big deal.
Yeah, I was pretty nonchalant with it. I was like, this woman's going to pick me up and teach me how to drive for 6 hours. Can I have money? And she's like, okay. And then I'm like, Mom, my driver's license test is tomorrow. She's
Okay.
like, oh, okay. Mom, I passed. Oh, okay.
Okay, if you guys could pick your own name, what would it be?
Oh my gosh, I've always wanted to change my name.
Really? Why? You don't like your name?
I hate my
Basic
name.
AF.
It's also just because I wish I had like a name where I would have multiple nicknames.
Same. I've always wanted nicknames. But honestly, I've grown to really like my name.
Really, Erica?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, like, the nicknames are kind of lit.
Like Rick.
Ricky,
Ricky.
Ricko. But no one calls me by any nicknames, so...
I used to hate my name because everyone's like, oh my god, that's such an old name. And I'm like...
You have such a vintage, ancient name.
No, one time this girl was like, oh, my grandma's name is Evelyn. And I'm like,
my grandma that passed away's name is Evelyn. You remind me exactly like her.
I'm like, okay, and but now I really love it because I think Evelyn is such an elegant name, and I feel like old names right now is coming back up to trend. So I love my name now, but in the past I was like a grandma.
Evelyn. Who named kid Evelyn?
Oh, welcome to my house.
My name is Evelyn, darling. You could call me Grandmother Evelyn.
My name is Evelyn.
Call me Grammy Elf.
The cool kids
You want
call
some
me
oatmeal
Evie.
cookies, darling? They're freshly baked out the oven. Come over here. Come over here. Yeah. But
I think I low-key named you.
I think I low-key named you. Well,
You're my dog. I named you.
I just had this memory of, okay, so it started off with my name being Evelyn, and then my parents were like, okay, let's all stick with E names. And then Erica, I don't know how they came up with your name, but I was
They
like,
probably like chose out a bucket. The kid next to me was probably named Erica, and they're like, "Oh, yo."
and then after Erica, our parents had like 3 different options, and one was like Elizabeth, like one other E name, and then Emily was like one option, and then my mom was like, oh, that's really easy to pronounce, let's go with that one.
was Chloe ever one or no?
No, it was all E.
Wait, I think I was supposed to named. I think Mom told me, if I'm not hallucinating, I was supposed to be named Elizabeth.
Thank God you were.
I think you were too. Yeah, I think Mom said
Imagine
that.
your name was Elizabeth.
Do you guys see me as Elizabeth?
Hell no.
Hell no. This is a really cool question. If you weren't sisters, do you think you guys would be friends?
No.
Definitely not Evelyn.
Evelyn's a whole decade years older than me, and she's a different generation, so no.
Wait, so what's your answer?
No.
No.
Maybe Emily if she was my same age.
That is so
But
rude.
I feel like I would just be like,
wait, why not me? Why wouldn't you be friends with me?
Because you're like a whole different vibe.
What do you mean? Can you explain? Vibe? I'm cool. Are you saying I'm boring? Like,
Yeah, we'd all be going out, and you're that like goody two shoes that like doesn't want to do anything.
not even goody two shoes. You're just,
boring.
yeah.
boring?
My head would just hurt around you. You know that one friend that's like, huh?
What?
And you have to be like, you, me, tomorrow, hang out. Huh?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, guys, she kind of low-key weird, right?
I'm getting bullied.
Everyone was like really excited about that question. It backfired.
I was like, would you guys be friends with me?
Hell no.
Okay. Whose idea was it to start posting? Do you remember your first video or TikTok? Okay, so let's get into how we got into social media.
So basically, in COVID, Evelyn came back from college, right? And then we were all stuck in one room, and that room was Erica's. And Evelyn has always wanted to be TikTok famous because she just wanted to be a cool girl. And she's been posting thirst traps.
A cool girl?
Cool girl.
Oh, cool girl. Yeah.
And because of that, she's posted like thirst traps and shit like that. But that all backfired, clearly.
She tried every genre. Comedy, fashion,
thirst traps.
Yeah, nothing hit until this one genre. Me and Erica were fighting. I don't remember if it was staged or not.
It wasn't.
But me and Erica were fighting, and then Evelyn recorded it. I called Erica, "You look like Bretman Rock from 2005" in a British accent, and I was like a bunch of random shit, like bickering, and then that blew up. And then Evelyn,
it got like 10
kept using freaking flew with it.
It got like 10 million views overnight.
Those videos still haunt me to this day.
And I was like, oh my god, people want to watch my sisters fight in British accent.
Emily, come here right now. Come here.
And then I was like that one mom with my phone, like,
keep going,
keep fighting.
Keep going. What did you wait? Repeat that again. Repeat that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Post. Hashtag sisters. Hashtag relatable.
Hashtag FYP. Hashtag blow this up.
Yeah.
And Emily at that time was 13.
I was 11.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, bro. Just hit double digits. I was around 16 and Evelyn was 20, turning 21.
Yeah.
Crazy. During that era, you guys, we were busting out content left and right because we
had nothing else to do.
Yeah, we barely had school. We were under one roof. We would be doing random things, vlogging it, TikToking it, and posting it.
It kept us super entertained though.
Yeah.
Like we loved it.
Also,
because like the views would go up and we're like, holy shit! Like it's reaching 10 million
I don't
views.
even remember if I was like fully processing that out. We were blowing up though. I think I just saw the numbers and I was like, that's kind of lit. But I think I liked more of like the vlogging process and watching it.
Yeah.
Like I liked uploading it and then like seeing it in like an audience POV.
Yeah, same. I liked watching it back on us, and I also liked the editing process as well. Like when after we filmed it, I'm like editing it, and I would like laugh at my own videos. Yeah, like I would laugh at ourselves.
I'd be giggling.
I'm like, wait, why are we kind of funny?
Also, our fandom name is Cat Cake. And how that came to be was one time there was a trend going around where you like undress in front of your sisters, and
like, this sounds so
weird, but it was a trend. And then
a trend was to go strip in front of your little sister. Like what?
Yeah,
that should be illegal.
And then I used my British accent, and I was like, you look like a catfish, and you're so flat like a pancake. You're a catfish and a pancake combined. You're a cat cake.
And then we were on live like that night or something. Yeah. And we're like, everyone was talking about Emily being like, oh my god, pancake, catfish, cat cake. And then we're like,
that's a cool name.
We should just call our fandom a fucking cat cake. Insult the out of everyone.
Yeah, and
y'all are cat cakes. Like, I got called cat cake. You guys are also now cat cakes. Yep.
I cannot believe cat cake is from that. Like
Evelyn was at a Google panel the other day. And oh my god,
someone from the audience.
I was cringing so hard. Someone in the audience was like, what does your fandom name mean? And Evelyn was like, oh, long story. I'm not gonna get into it. And the person next to her was like, no, please do. We have all the time in the world. And
I was like,
oh well, my sisters, called me a catfish and a flat, bubbly butt. So we call our fandom catfish and a pancake. And I was like, holy shit, this sounds so bad.
Yeah, every time I'm like, cat cakes are like, what the hell is that
even mean?
Yeah, but now you guys know the backstory. Immediately as the TikToks started blowing up, I was like, holy shit, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So then we vlogged.
And a couple months before that, my parents gifted Evelyn her first G7X for Christmas.
Oh yeah. So we used that camera.
We have to tell that insane dream you had.
What
remember
dream?
Okay,
you had a dream
long time ago, even before COVID. Evelyn asked me, do YouTubers make money? And this was when I was a big YouTube kid, and I was like, hell yeah, they do. Look at Alicia Marie, like Remy Ashton, they be making bank. Like YouTube can be a freaking career. But I was just like, dabbling that idea. I was just like telling her about it. And then I think a few months later, or literally like 2 years later, you like call mom and you're like, and you tell me, you're like, I just had the craziest dream. Like I vlogged something and I put it online and it blew up.
Oh,
and then mom gave you a G7X for Christmas.
Oh my god, yeah. That's crazy. I was in college when I had that dream, right? That was so random too.
And I was like, you know that like people can make money off YouTube, right?
And also like I loved watching YouTube videos, but I never wanted to become a YouTuber until I think when you told me that.
I've always wanted to become a YouTuber.
I've always wanted to be a YouTuber.
Emily and I don't know about Evelyn, but we never had cable. We only grew up watching YouTube.
And also, my mom wouldn't let me watch SpongeBob stuff because she was like, that makes you dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, and explain when you try to become a YouTuber.
One time, you know, as one does, as a little like 14-year-old kid wants to, I wanted to become a YouTuber. And I wanted to make some money for my family. So I set up my small ass iPhone 4. I kid you not, I was like in the corner of my basement. Like in the corner.
Like behind the bed.
Like corner. And I was standing on top of my basement couch. Like I was standing up on the arm. I don't know why. I was standing up on the arm because there was a shelf against it. I put my phone against the shelf, stood up on the arm, and I go, record. Hey guys. Some of you guys may not know me, but I'm Erica, and this is my YouTube channel. And I was whispering. Who the hell whispering, y'all?
You hear like mom's footsteps and you shut that shit down.
And it was like dark. Like I did not turn on the lighting. And I was like, hey guys, this is my new YouTube channel. Comment down below what you guys want me to film. And I'm so excited for this new journey. I didn't even post that shit because I didn't know how to. For some reason in my head, I thought posting on YouTube was like this huge process where you need to go through links of steps and stuff, but so I never ended up posting it. But
I
did try.
I wish we had that video.
Yeah, but I was such a like editing queen too. Like I did BBW, Bath and Body Works, that whole era.
Yeah,
it was like a whole era in middle school
where bombs, girls the EOS stuff.
When girls would collect EOS bombs, pocket backs, and lippies, and make a whole Instagram editing it and showcasing like.
Oh my gosh, we need to bring them back. We need to bring the
and now
BBW.
It's like the Get Ready With Me girls. The new version of that is like the Get Ready With Me girls. But
that is
this
so
time they actually make
crazy.
Money.
Wow. Now it's time to answer some of your guys' burning questions. So let's kick it off with the number one most juicy question. Did you have any big fights growing up? Share one of your biggest fights with each other.
Ooh.
I know exactly.
Juicy.
I know exactly which one.
What?
It is the biggest freaking fight I think I've ever had with one of my sisters. Like, I kid you not. I think this was the most traumatic fight I've had.
When?
With you, me and Evelyn. It was in Cancun.
Wait.
Basically, backstory was Let me explain it.
I don't even know the story.
Let me explain
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Oh, I remember. Oh, boy, do I remember.
You do?
I was the ripe age of 12, okay? And we were in Cancun for a family vacation for a week, and I really wanted to go to the water park because we were staying at a resort.
Yes.
And there was a water resort, but Evelyn and Erica were like out like having fun, like doing their older sibling stuff. But I was still young, like I wanted to hang out at the water park.
You were so annoying.
Be quiet. Stop interrupting me. But these two like wanted to do like the older sibling shit, and I was like, bro, like come play with me to the water park. And Evelyn was like, no. So I was like, okay, fine. So I went to my dad and I was like, Dad, like Evelyn's not coming to the water park with me. Like do something about this right the F now. My dad got so fucking pissed at Evelyn for I don't even remember why, but my dad was so mad at Evelyn and went off on Evelyn.
Yeah.
And then Evelyn was like, this bitch. She found me, made me get on my knees, and was like, apologize to me and right now or else before I fucking attack you. And I was like, what the hell? She literally Evelyn beat me up that day. She was so mean to me. Literally be quiet. Don't even try to never do it now. She literally beat me.
No, because I'm like mad too. I'm mad.
Me.
Ow.
Dude, she was so mean to me, and she was like 19 at this point.
I remember this, bro.
I remember this
dad
too.
Was full on freaking rage mode for some freaking reason.
Yeah, I don't even know why she was so mad.
I think we ended up going to like the park. And
yeah,
then
we did.
We did, and then my dad was like, we were low-key playing, like, I was going down the slides. I don't know what the hell I was doing. We were, like, going down the slides and whatever, and then my dad and Evelyn starts fighting, and then I was like, all right, Emily, let's just dip. So I took Emily, and I was like, let's just leave, because I swear, like, dad was, like, screaming on the top of his lungs. Like, everyone around us was looking at us.
I was just so pissed because I was like, we're here on vacation and I just want to have a good time and I want to go to like this cool pool, or I don't even know what we were trying to do. But Erica and
you could see me being visibly mad in the Cancun vlog you uploaded.
Yeah, Erica and I wanted to do something, and then Emily was like, oh, like, you have to come to the water pool with me. Like,
I wasn't gonna go hang out by myself. Like, what do you expect?
I was like, go with dad or go with mom, or I don't know. Like, maybe we can come back to it later. Like, I'm pretty sure.
It was closing.
Like, you made it such a big deal, and you were being so
Dude,
annoying.
what do you expect a 10-year-old to do? Doesn't mean you go and scream. We were in the lobby. And
yeah, but like you were being.
I remember that. I remember that. I was like, this is crazy.
Can I talk? You guys are so annoying at interrupting. We were in the lobby, and Evelyn was screaming on the top of her lungs. Every single family around us was staring, and I was like, holy shit, this is so embarrassing. And Evelyn was like, get on your knees right now.
You were also screaming too. You were also screaming and crying.
Stop interrupting me! Yeah. Evelyn was screaming to everyone, telling me to get on my knees, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you telling me to get on my knees right now? Like, this is insane.
I don't even remember that.
This is some psycho shit you're on. And then I woke up the next day with literally, I had strep throat. Literally the next day too.
Oh, I remember that. And you woke up with like bloated eyes, and you looked like a frog. Why. No, because you were.
I wonder
you
why.
had
Because I was crying like a motherfucker the night before. You
no,
because
you had a strep throat.
Holy fucking shit.
No, because you were sick.
That. I remember like when we were at the park, and my sister and my dad were like having their little fit. I was like, I took Emily, and I was like, girl, let's just leave. Like,
I was just so pissed because like I was getting like. You were screaming at me, and then dad was screaming at me. Like, bro, like, I just wanted to go to the water park. Like,
no,
what?
You didn't.
Your whole point was that you didn't want.
Yeah, I didn't want to go to the water park. And I was like cold. Like, you know, I'm not gonna have fun if I go to.
It was 90 degrees in Cancun.
Well, bro. I don't know whatever the reason was. I just didn't want to go to the water park, and God forbid a girl doesn't want to go to a water park. Like, it's not like I did anything horrible, and I was just sitting there just getting screamed at left and right, and I'm just like, I am so over it. I'm like so done. But that was probably our biggest fight ever.
Yeah.
But on the other side, recently Eric and I have been having beef.
Yeah, Emily and I don't really fight.
Even growing up, Evelyn and Erica would have really big fights.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Evelyn
every day.
and I would like grew
beat
up just
each other
fighting.
up, bro.
Yeah.
I remember mom was like, the reason why you guys fight is because bunny years and monkey years don't do well.
Not
I'm like,
bunny years and monkey years. It's the
years of bunnies and years of monkeys.
Oh yeah,
she was so stressed. She was like, I don't get it. Like, how do you guys just not get along?
Yeah.
And her conclusion was that the years we were born, we would
fight over a trash can.
Yeah.
Remember the Hello Kitty trash can?
Do you remember the trash can fight?
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous.
Like
you wanted that trash can so bad.
I think you genuinely just like pissing people off.
Evelyn loves pissing people off. Okay, let's get into the trash can.
I don't really remember
let's dive into this freaking trash can.
Oh God.
Basically, my friends were over and I was using the trash can. We had this pink metal Hello Kitty trash can. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember the depths of it either, but all I remember is I had it in my room. I was cutting my toenails with it, so I was using the trash
unnecessary
can.
Information.
I was using it. It was in use, and then Evelyn knocks on the door and she's like, "Give me the trash can," and I was like, obviously, I was also with my friend, so I was like, no, like, it's in my room, you can get it later, ho. And you're like, Erica?
You never said that. You never said you can get it later. You were like, no, it's mine. I'm sure you said it in like such a bratty way.
That. And I was like, no, like, it's in my room, you can get it later or something like that. And Evelyn was like, no, it's mine. And I'm pretty sure you were like, you can't talk to your older sister like that. Give it to me. And I'm pretty sure.
No, because I'm pretty sure you talked to me like, no, it's mine. You bitch.
All right. Oh, I
said it like that.
Not said
there's no way I responded to you like, don't talk to me like that unless you said something in such a bratty way. And I remember distinctly, like, growing up, Erica would be so rude to me. Like, I'm not even the type of sister.
You know why?
I'm not even the type of sister that's like, oh, like, be respectful. I'm like,
but you
so
know
much
why?
older.
It's because you're an instigator, bro. You were Evelyn is final boss instigator. Because, girl, did she love
Beefing with
pissing
people.
us off. She gets, like, joy from pissing us off.
No,
Like,
I don't.
yes, you do. And that is why I know how to piss you off is by being so bratty and, like, a bitch. So, for example, she's an instigator with the trash can. So she would be like, no, give me the trash can. And I'll obviously fight back because I'm not going to act like a bitch in front of my friends. So I was like, no. And that would probably piss Evelyn off. And she was like,
no,
Erica.
like, you pissed me off so much. Like, remembering, like, talking about this, like, I remember the feeling, like, you would give
and
me.
I remember the feeling too. And I'm
Dude,
like, give up the trash can.
No.
Just, like, I'm
No,
with my
that's
friends.
not how it happened. You weren't just like, oh, I'll give it to you later. Like, if you said it like that, I would have been like, okay, whatever. And I would have just walked away. But no, she's like, no. And like that rage inside of me, I'm like,
And she goes, what did you say?
no. Like, Erica knew how to push
Wait,
my
why
buttons.
did you
And I
want
know
that
for a
pink-
fact I did not let her inside my room. I would just keep like a
Your head
crack
was
open.
definitely peaked out like, no.
Yeah. And then
She like knew how to piss me off, guys. And also the thing that got me is I was like 5 years older than Erica, and in Korean what is it? Culture. In Korean culture, if you're a younger sibling, you have to be respectful. Obviously she wasn't like that, and I wasn't trying to like force it onto her or anything, but like still like it kind of got to my head like, oh my god, this is like 5 years younger than me and she's talking to me like that. Like
Erica was something like, wait, let me think about it. No.
yeah, and it like got me so hard.
But then Evelyn, she was like really stubborn on this trash can though. Like at the
Yeah, why
end
did
of the
you?
day,
Do you
it
remember
was-
why you wanted it so bad?
No, because I'm stubborn. Like if we're fighting about something, I'm gonna need to win.
And I remember it went so bad to the point where I was sobbing my eyes out and I had to leave my house.
We were, like,
I was in
pulling
the
each
front
other's
yard of
hairs.
pulling each other's hairs, and my friends were like, "Holy, what the fucking shit is this family?"
Yeah.
Like I had to go inside of my front yard to like relax. I was like, I hate this girl forever, and like I will never talk to her ever again.
We literally would like pull each other's hair, like grab each other's hair, and we're like,
Evelyn
let go of my hair.
Evelyn and I, when we fight,
They got
we
physical.
go till violence.
Yeah, we're
Like it is life or death.
no, because I feel like we're both really stubborn,
Yeah.
and like we both need to win, and like we can't, like none of us are like have the decency to be like, all right, let's like move past this. We both like have to be like, we need to win whatever this
because
topic
Evelyn's
is on.
instigator, and I know how to piss her off even more.
Okay, but why don't you just be the bigger person and just let go of it?
Okay, well,
Exactly. So you're
with the trash can incident, I was like 10 years old, so it's like whatever. But with their recent
No, I feel
fights-
like you're kind of like that during our recent fights too.
no,
Yeah.
Did you guys ever
No.
hang out when you guys were
Yeah.
younger?
no.
Not really. We'd fight.
We hung out when we fight.
But I like truly don't understand siblings that hang out and love each other. I mean, like obviously we love each other, but like you know those siblings that are like, oh my god, I love my sister, and you know they're like really like lovey-dovey with each other. Like I truly never understood that, because like with us we're kind of like action based. We're not like words of affirmation type. We're not like, oh my god, you are gorgeous,
You look stunning today. We're like, damn, you look fucking ugly.
I've seen like my friends like be like super friendly with their siblings, and it's like
whoa.
but,
I mean, I feel like we're close on a different way.
Dynamic.
Yeah, like our dynamic is just different. Yeah, I just feel like every family just has a different dynamic.
No, are we gonna explain our recent fights?
Oh yes, about
we need
Indian
outside,
curry one.
Yeah, we need outside perspective. We gotta ask Emily's opinion.
Yeah, we
on
need
this.
to ask Emily's opinion, because sometimes we get into fights and I'm like,
Emily
I truly
has
don't
no
know.
opinion.
Yeah, you piss me off, because like every time we're fighting, I'm like, okay, literally like.
Because I literally don't want to be involved. I'm scared if I agree with Erica, Evelyn's gonna be like, fine, I'm never buying you anything ever again. Or if I agree with Evelyn, Erica's like, okay, f you, but I'm never giving you rides ever
No,
again.
because it's your opinion, and it's
Yeah.
not something.
We
Well-
wouldn't hold it against
well,
you.
my
We're not
opinion-
like petty like that. Wait, let's give you guys context.
Okay,
So
let me set the mood for you. This was when I was living with Evelyn, so around last year. This was the most recent biggest fight we've had.
in this room, she was living here.
Literally in this room, okay? So picture me in this room. it is a final season, and I was dealing with one of the biggest like business competition in my school. We had to present in like a huge auditorium. It was a lot of stress inducing stuff. I was so hungry. I barely ate the night before, and I ordered chicken tikka masala with garlic naan, crispy garlic naan, nice and buttery toasted chicken curry, right? I order it, I take 2 bites of it, and I'm like, dang, I can't really eat this, but guess what? I'll save this for tomorrow morning when I'm super hungry. And I don't have to worry about cooking and stressing about what to eat the next day.
All right,
because
well, go on.
I can rely on the food I ordered the night before.
We get it, okay.
So I put it nicely right in the middle of my fridge. Close it, go back to sleep. And
then the next morning...
I overslept. And I wake up, I'm so hungry, I'm like shaking. You know when you haven't eaten in so long, you're like, wake up hungry?
Yeah.
I wake up, I'm hungry as hell. I walk over to the kitchen. Thank God I ordered that chicken tikka masala. I'm so smart for that. I open the fridge and I'm like, where the hell is my chicken tikka masala? Lo and behold, I turn around. I see Evelyn hunched back with a side of newly made avocado toast, a nice cup of iced coffee, and what is she munching on? My chicken tikka masala. One hand holding a fork, the other garlic naan. I look over and I go, is that my chicken tikka masala? Yeah. Why the fuck are you eating that? I only had 2 bites. Why are you eating that? I only had 2 bites. Why? And I got so mad.
We kept repeating that like for 10 minutes.
I was like, no, but
why are you eating that? I'm like, I only had 2 bites.
I was like, no, but why are you eating that?
And I'm like, I only had 2 bites.
I was like, are you serious?
I know your heart was racing, Evelyn.
Well, obviously I was like, ooh, shit. But I was also like, bro, I only had 2 bites. You can eat it.
No,
like,
guys, it was not 2 bites because the sauce was like barely there.
There were like 4 pieces of chicken, and the sauce was like half full. It was also almost empty, and then the naan was like there. I legitimately only had like, let's say 4 bites. Like I just started eating it, and then Erica was like, "Oh my god, this was so much more full." I don't eat big portions.
Yeah.
And obviously I had a side of avocado toast for a reason. I like to just taste. I like to taste food, multiple food. And obviously like I was like, oh shit, I shouldn't have eaten it. But also like she was overreacting so much. She took my coffee, poured it down the sink, and then slammed it down on the table. And then it cracked. The glass shattered. No. And as soon as that happened, I'm like, oh, I'm losing it. Yes. You broke my glass.
Timu.
Over chicken tikka masala.
Timu. $1. $1
chicken tikka masala.
Okay, guys. And what pissed me off, I don't give a fudge if she ate it.
You did.
No, it was because you didn't ask me. I've always had a problem with Evelyn not asking me for her stuff. Like, she'll borrow my clothes. She'll use my clothes, not ask me. I'm in school, looking at her Instagram story. She's wearing my clothes. I'm like, why aren't you asking me? Like, I've told you multiple times, you need to ask me. So I was
okay, but can I say something? No, you don't ask me either.
No.
You don't.
I was like, if you asked me that morning, just been like, hey, can I eat your chicken masala? And if I said yes, I wouldn't have cared if I woke up to you eating it. And then what number 2 pissed me off even more was that you had a full meal next to you. It's not like you were also hungry. You made yourself a meal. And I was like, bro, ain't no...
And I offered you my avocado toast.
And I was like, are you f***ing no? And then I was so mad. I took her nice coffee, poured it down the drain. But because
I did have a sip.
Good. Thank you. I'm thankful. That was the whole point. And because it's a freaking Timu cup, this thin, and I just place it, maybe a little bit more than a pressure. No. I was like, boom. I went like, huh. And it shatters. And I knew the moment it shattered, she's going to call me fucking crazy, calling on me all these names. She instantly calls my mom, and I just instantly clean up, go to my room, and be depressed. I was like, I hate this girl. Like, no way. Like, she's not even going to be like, shit, sorry. Like,
okay, so
and I was having a shit day. Like,
because did you fail hungry. Your test or something?
No. I was just so and I had to study for another final that night.
That sucks.
Guys,
And you were
the
like,
amount of times I had to hear this story is insane.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
what do you think about this, Emily? Like, you need to stop. I think Emily's also an instigator. Just saying.
I am not an instigator.
Yeah, you are.
What's an instigator, Evelyn?
Let's ask.
Bro, stop asking chat. You're ruining the world.
You don't even
by
know what an
doing that.
instigator is, and you're naming people instigator.
You also said it.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
what
what
an
is it?
instigator
What is it? What is it?
Instigator is someone who like causes drama. Like
Oh,
who
Emily
asks-
does that.
Who stirs up more drama.
Yeah, like stirs up
Ask
the pot.
questions to like purposely
Or like you
make people more mad.
people just to like fire them up
Okay,
more.
cool. Anyways, Emily, what do you think?
Well, I think that you just like were like, oh, this is what I imagine. Evelyn woke up, make myself some coffee. Oh my gosh, chicken tikka masala, yes. And then I can eat this with my avocado toast. Perfect. Oh, this is so good. Another bite. Oh, I wonder who got this. Like, this is literally sent from heaven. Erica, she wakes up. Oh my fucking god, I'm literally so annoyed right now. I just need to eat. Where the is my food? Evelyn, what the are you doing? And I just think you guys were being a little dramatic. Both of you guys.
No.
Well, I just think it's stupid. Like, I literally have no opinion anymore. The story just, it's old, and I've heard it one too many times.
Well, you know what? If it makes you feel better, I will ask next time if I eat any of your food.
Good thing we don't live together.
Yeah, good.
There will be no
thing.
time for you to
I
ask
know.
me.
Yeah, shortly after that, she moved out.
After that, I call my mom and I'm like,
I can't live with my
I'm looking
sister
at
anymore.
apartments ASAP this summer.
When was the last time we fought?
You and me.
Or I guess you and me or me and Erica.
I haven't fought with Emily in a fat minute, I feel like.
I feel like this is gonna manifest a fight coming soon. Ooh, stay
Everyone's
tuned
like,
for the
"Yay."
next fight.
Evelyn's like, British accent next time though?
It's like, wait, let me get my
Everyone's like,
camera.
wait, stop fighting for a second. Okay, keep going.
Can you add in a British accent?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, do a little hair pull, thank you.
Add a fake scratch.
Now we're gonna do like a rapid fire fan Q&A. Was there ever a time one of you wanted to quit social media? Actually, no. Next question.
Ridiculous question.
What kind of question is that?
Story time if you had any travel mishaps or something funny or scary that happened.
We got denied from Vietnam.
Oh no, we should talk about our fucking
What?
the tick story.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Wait, this YouTube video is actually not live yet, and it's going to be posted next week or next
So
week.
stay tuned for that story time,
Yeah,
bro.
but
Every time I feel something on me, I get paranoid.
we went to a treehouse upstate in Pennsylvania, and we basically got manifested by
Manifested?
We found tick
Oh.
after tick after
We
tick
got
after tick after
manifested by
tick.
ticks.
we got
All hail ticks. We got manifested. Thank you,
Wait.
ticks, for manifesting.
Dead ass.
we got infested with 8 ticks on our bodies, and
One
we freaked
in my
out.
fucking coochie, y'all. Oh, fucking tick in my coochie.
Wait, I thought it was your butthole.
It was my coochie.
It was your
Ew.
vagina, not your butthole.
Well, it was like, I want to cry. The lining of your
Ew.
underwear. Because Evelyn was like, I was like, okay, Evelyn, search up where you could find for ticks. And Evelyn was like, in your genital areas, armpits. And I was like, let me just check my genital area. Even though I was wearing long pants, I check and I feel like a lump. I pick it up.
I'm getting
Fucking
goosebumps
tick.
right now.
I know, it's disgusting. Watch out for that video because we're screaming a lot.
Yeah.
Headphone warning.
It's gonna be released next week or something like that. What do you think your life would be like without your sisters?
Peaceful.
I actually think it would be very boring without my sisters because I think I only go out with you guys.
Yeah.
Like I step out of the house when I'm with my sisters, and if not, I'm literally home 24/7.
Yeah.
So, and also the fact that we make YouTube videos and we travel often, like I wouldn't do that if I was an only child. Okay, who's the most closest to your mother?
Me.
Me.
Not me.
You don't think you're close to mom?
Well, I feel like Emily lives with mom, so like that's like another closer point. And then Evelyn's like most fluent in Korean,
And also,
and she's the oldest.
my
so-
mom's not gonna rant to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like the
obviously.
best at Korean, so my mom could just like communicate to me more.
My mom still thinks I don't know the days of the week. Today she was like, I'm going to go on 목요일, and I was like in my head I was like, obviously Thursday, and she was like, Thursday, by the way. And I was like,
That is so
I know.
She thinks you're dumb.
She says that every time she says something like in Korean. She's like ilyo. She's like Sunday, by the way. And she's like, ma'am, I'm aware.
Oh, this is a question for Emily. What's been your biggest challenge or pet peeve from having sisters?
There's so many.
Okay. That's her answer. Emily. Emily, can you bring back the Australian accent?
I try, but sometimes it's hard to because I can't keep it for long enough.
Okay, from now on, you have to do it.
I'll try.
Emily, what extracurriculars are you doing in high school?
I'm doing FBLA and field hockey.
Cool.
Cool.
Questions for Erica.
Yeah. Shoot it, y'all.
Did you ever want to try modeling full time?
Like, I've considered it.
Short answers only.
Considered it, but no, because you have to look at your face all the time and then you have to be like, oh my god, I need to fix this, this, and this. So, no. I'll do it for gigs, though. Paid
Okay.
gigs only.
These are questions for me. You can ask me.
Evelyn, are you secretly dyslexic?
No.
Gotta get that checked out.
How to glow up?
Oh.
Short answers only.
Watch my YouTube videos.
What?
I post like glow up videos.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I feel like I post more than that. More than you.
Oh.
What was your dream job if you weren't an influencer? Oboe teacher? Band teacher?
A New York
Orchestra?
Philharmonic Orchestra member.
Damn.
Cool beans.
Thanks. Well,
That was all we had for you guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed us talking about our fights, and I hope you guys can also relate.
To us.
Yeah, facts.
Comment down below what you guys want in the next video. Like, we genuinely love yapping so much, and we will yap for you whenever and wherever. We asked you guys to ask us some questions, and a lot of them were about relationships and dating and boys. So next
Stay
episode,
tuned.
we actually might dive into that and really get into the nitty-gritty questions.
That needs to be a whole different episode because
Yeah.
we can talk about it for literally hours.
Yeah, so comment down below what you guys want us to talk about in the future, and we will see you guys in the next episode of the Ha Ha Podcast. We hope we made you laugh. Bye.
Bye.